Yo, dog. Candy Boucher here. Next level painting. Hitting you up with yet another stream. I normally here would say on the literal best of all days, but you can only have one literal best of all days. That's Friday. I'm sorry, Tuesday, 9 p.m. Not the literal best. But we'll take what we can get. Glad you guys made it. Just making sure the stream is popping off as usual. Making sure the chat's working. Get my tablet going. Making sure that I can talk to you all. If you guys feel me. Let's see, we got some people chiming in. We got Ironheaded, Impulse 0890, and Commissar Craig. Yeah. What's up, pimps? Let me just do my thing here real quick. Get us set up on the tablet so I can communicate with you guys while I'm painting. Ooh, my boy Clay Cruz in the house. Got mad people showing up right now. It's making me happy. Okay, as usual, I never have any kind of technical problems or any technical difficulties, so I promise you, I'm not trying to figure anything out on this tablet. I'm just doing what I'm supposed to be doing right here. In the meantime, you'll notice that I have another one of the Infinity models here on display. This is one of the Yu Jing models. This guy is a straight beast. Yo, I love this guy. He's like a big old tag. I think tag is like short for baller in big ass armor. Not entirely sure. But I am pretty proud of him. Why the fuck is this not working? God, I love my tablet. I'm so glad I bought it. Yeah, I'll tell you guys straight up. I got this tablet on Black Friday. They're like, yo, here's a free tablet. Let me tell you. When you fucking go into T-Mobile and they say, here's a free tablet, it's not fucking free. Straight up. So, trying to get some kind of use out of it. Trying to obviously communicate. Because I'm so bad at the Twitch app. Ooh, we got somebody coming in from Columbia, South Carolina. A. Martin. Yo, thanks for tuning in. We got WTF Thinking. What up, pimps? The Bloody Chaos. All that as usual. Yo, please bear with me 1 second while I try to figure this shit out. As usual. Never have technical difficulties. All day or day. Come on. Get me in there. You know how to do it. There we go. I did it. I did it. Connecting. Something's happening. I think I might be there, guys. I did it. As usual, the super highly technical tablet holding device, aka the bottom legs of my tripod for my camera. This is ancient Chinese technique right here. You guys don't. Oh gee, okay. We are now set up as people are tuning in. I can see you guys. All right. Let's get started, guys. Ooh, we're only 1 minute behind. I knew starting early would pay off. Let me do a shout out real quick. Obviously, while we're waiting on the old tablet to catch up to where we're at here. So we got some people chiming in. Obviously, we got a couple viewers. Got my boy Clay Cruz up in the mountains, North Carolina. One of my best friends, Ironheaded. Yo, regular viewer on the Long War podcast and webcast. Thanks for coming in. We got Impulse. He's becoming a regular on the Twitch stream. Great to see you again. Commissar Craig. I don't think I've seen your name yet, but thanks, man. Fees You, another first time name. TCW, I want to say the War Room, TC War Room, another first time. The Bloody Chaos, great to see you again. WTF, Thinking, yo, great to see you. Uh, A. Martin, 29045. He's coming in from South Carolina. I mentioned him earlier. Dirty Sheets McSkeets, the official, I want to say, mascot of my show. I don't even know. Best name in Twitch. Okay. And also we got Nosferatu 2113. He got a notification this time. Yo, thanks for chiming in. So, I don't even know where to start, guys. A lot of things happened since we last talked. One of them being I disabled my touchscreen on my monitor. I don't know why I did that. That shit's infuriating now. So what I got here, I like to show you guys obviously what I've been working on all week because I dedicate the stream, the live stream that you guys are watching. I kind of dedicate that to painting my personal orc army. I try to stay on that orc, front. But I also want to show off some of the things I've been working on and also some of the previews to some of the studio tutorials. Studio tutorial obviously is anything I'm not doing live. There's a certain degree of movie magic. Hold on a second. Ironheaded Kenny, don't see you logged in yet. Do yet to do the at trick. I don't know what that is. I hope you guys are seeing me and everything's coming in loud and clear. If you guys are seeing everything, let me know, please. But I think we're logged in, right? Uh, Please though, if you guys talk to me on the Q&A, I'll put up some kind of like rules or something. But throw an at next level painting at me. So if you got a question, I can just zoom right in on it. And if you guys are communicating with each other, don't add each other. Super easy. This is only my fifth stream. I barely know anything about Twitch, but I do love it. As I was saying, what I like to do here is I do like to show off the things that I work on all week for these studio tutorials where the movie magic happens. This tag from the Eugene, this guy's coming in fresh, and you're gonna see up on Patreon, up on the Longword. I've already got a tutorial on painting this yellow right here, and I'll show you. Like I've done the yellow on a lot of these little dudes right here. I've got a lot of little guys that are popping off with that yellow, but I'll show you 5 simple tricks to painting this yellow. I don't know if it's 5 simple tricks. It might just be yellow secretly easy. But the next stage is going to be I'm going to show you guys how to paint this power weapon right here. And I'm not even done. I'm actually in the middle of filming this tutorial right now. Took a break to do the live stream. I'm going to finish this power weapon up and show you guys how to paint this. Then I'm going to show you guys the next stage where I'm doing all the kind of non-metal metallic exoskeleton on the whole dude right here. And then we're going to get it to quote-unquote tabletop. Like tournament standard, that 3-color standard. We're going to get him, and we're finally going to put him on one of these bases I showed you guys right here. He's going to live on this base. So we're going to get him on there, and that'll be the tabletop. And then we're going to take him to the next level. So as I said, I do like to just show off some of the things I'm working on. Makes me happy. I really love the way this yellow came out. Really happy, but we haven't even done one highlight yet. Not even one piece of detail. So this guy's going to get real. Now, let me talk about what we're going to be doing today in the live stream. I said we're going to be doing orcs, and I told you guys that I would paint some skin tones, and I'm going to deliver on that right now. So let me go into the Q&A, talk to you guys real quick. Dirty Sheets saying, what up, dog? What up, homie? A. Martin says he misses hearing me on FTN. Sorry, my brother. We do have a podcast called The Long War. You can hear us there. Uh-oh. I lost you guys. My ancient Chinese tablet holder device has had a malfunction in which I have pressed the wrong thing. I want to say user error. I'm not going to blame it directly on the device. And somehow I lost you guys. Okay, that's quite infuriating. As I said before, we never have technical difficulties. We got Bloody Chaos, how many 40k tats you have? I only have the one main Chaos Star right here. That's my only one. Canada Couples Gaming. Oh, it's my boy Zeb. Zeb, I'll miss you. Uh, Fizzu, gonna miss you. All right. Screw final studying. Hilarious. All right, guys. We'll just start it up. So, let me get on the real-time picture so I can show you guys what we're doing here. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to divide this up. I've already started working on this for you guys. Oh, we got our first donation. I want to tell you guys, I finally fixed the donation tab. And now supporters will show up on the screen. I got my Twitch alerts finally working. Thank you guys. And let me turn my volume up here because I obviously can't hear you guys. All right. Make sure I got everything going right. So right here, let me get the focus right. These orc faces are going to be what we're working on right now. And I want to make sure everything is focused in for you. Because I can't stand things out of focus. And I will never rely on autofocus. There we go. So we're going to paint these faces. I'm going to airbrush these. And I've already saved some time. I've already gone a couple stages ahead here. So I'm going to be able to make this. We're going to do the whole thing this tutorial. I'm not going to skimp on it. So I've already prepped for it. And ancient Chinese tablet holding device is failing me left and right. So that's infuriating. But I'll get the party started, my man. We're going to turn the old compressor on, as usual. Get the old airbrush ready to go. And we're going to go to an ancient next level painting classic. I think it's... I got so many paints you guys don't even know back here. There it is. Tablet, get out of the way. Iosin green. One of the best greens in the business. Tablet holders equal chip bag clips. Iron headed. Sick tech. Alright. So as usual, we're going to clean out the pot. Uh-oh. Looking low on water. Hopefully I got some water in one of these. We don't. Oh. It's going to get super real right now using dirty paint water. Alright. I might have to get water here in a second. Got Spikey Bits coming in. Telling me not to drink so many 40s. Ugh. For real. Alright, guys. Classic ancient Chinese technique. Vallejo flow improver right, Sean. Get this Iosin green. This is a privateer press color. This is one of the best in the business right here. I strongly recommend this. Got Druzy 23. California still low on water. Yo. You ain't lying. Okay. Got these little orc heads right here. This is real simple. We're just going to come in with this Iosin green. And we're just going to get them real easy. Nice coat. You really don't even have to overthink this stage right here. You just want to get good coverage. We left the heads off because the pilots inside the cockpits are mainly wearing leather jackets. So you save a lot of time if you airbrush the jacket separately from the face. You don't have to go in there by hand to do anything. So that's simple. Couple of orc faces painted with some Iosin green. easy all day. And still got plenty of ios and green in the pot. Just a little bit of flow improver inside of it, so I'm just going to pour it right back in the ios and green container. No big deal. That simple. And I'm going to rinse my pot out just real quick. And give it a good old swipe out with the old t-shirt trick. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to pull out this, I want to say it's called, I don't even know what it's called. It's like in another language. Basically, this is like scorpion green or something from Vallejo game color. It's a good color. Get a little bit of the old flow improver up in the pot. I'm getting crazy right here. I'm not even, cleaning the pot out that much. I don't even care at this stage. Pour a little bit up in here. And even that's too much for what we're doing. Looks like we got Vagrant Wolf in here. My boy Saudi. Yo, what up, homie? Nosferatu says, for about 30 models, would a small bottle of flow improver be enough? Oh, yeah. It goes a long way. You really can stretch it out, especially if you're assembly line. Yo, Druzy23, we got some Orc freehand up on YouTube right now. YouTube, we got plenty of tutorials up on there. Patreon, is obviously our personal crowdfunding page to see everything I had free. And like I said, in case you're just tuning in, last week some people mentioned they wanted to see the Twitch alert donation tab enabled. It is now currently enabled. And for some reason, one of my functions isn't working. It's supposed to be tracking everything, but it's not. So, got more troubleshooting to do. Thank you for pointing that out, Impulse. I don't know why it's not updating. Probably can get it to update. Let's see. Let me see. Maybe I don't have the right one in there. Sometimes, if you're me, you don't know how things work. Let's see here. No, I literally can't get it to change while we're in stream, so that's most unfortunate. Should have tested that before I went live, huh? The donation tab is in the bottom, and those like little panels at the bottom. But anyway, guys, I just want to thank you guys for your support and all that stuff, but I also want to show you guys these faces. So just a little bit of green, the scorpion green from Vallejo on their faces, and we've already got a nice little transition, that easy. Oh, Canada Couples, my boy, we got a phone call we got to do here soon. Set me up on some commands. It is a lot of moving parts. Come on, Spikey Bits, Rob Bear, look down underneath the video. Twitch, don't fail me, my boy. Absence 624 can't watch. What's that? Zeb? So many moving parts. Anyway, guys, so I want to show you what we just did. We did these two faces. That simple. The next stage, I'm going to turn off my airbrush real quick and show you what the next stage is going to be. Okay. So what we can see here, I'm going to split these guys up for you guys. What we have here is an orc face right here. And I've already thrown a glaze down on this guy's face to make sure the focus looks right for you. So this guy's been glazed. This is simply one of these faces glazed. And now I'm going to show you the glaze process on this face, which is already dry from this stage. So I can push along. All right. We are using Waywatcher Green. This is a GW glaze. This is one of the best glazes in the business. I love this glaze. So what we're going to do is we're literally going to use it like it's a wash. Real simple. Just going to come in and kind of be liberal with the application here. Probably can use a bigger brush for this. That's obnoxious. I hate that brush now. It's dead to me. There we go. Gotta see what we're getting here. We're basically getting a much more subtle wash. Like if we use like a wash, it would just take all the sick green away. It'd be like so dull. The glaze though keeps that shit vibrant. And like I said, here's the one I pre-glazed. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a second glaze to this guy. Just one more tiny glaze just to reinforce some of those highlights and some of those shadows. Right there. That's simple. And we're not done, obviously. We're going to highlight that green. Easy to do. I'll even show you what the next highlight step looks like. So this orc right here in our Defcopter, this guy right here, exactly the same process. This guy, Iosin green, the scorpion green, glaze, glaze, and we highlighted it back with the same scorpion green. That, I mean, literally that easy. And look how good this came out. It's amazing. Love it. And I will obviously show you how to do that highlight because it's actually really easy to do. I'm going to leave this guy right here for you guys while I look at the Q&A real quick. I want him to look his best for you guys. There he is. He's a little pimp. Okay. So, jump into this Q&A real quick. Anyone got any questions? No, I don't see anybody. It looks like you guys are all just talking to each other. That makes me happy. Oh, the Bloody Chaos asks, is this from the Puppets War? Yeah, this is the Puppets War plane, the one that we're using to represent our Defcopters. We love this guy. We got a lot of them. Actually, I can even show you while that glaze is drying that I'm in the stages of painting a few of them for another tutorial. Here's that guy right here, just a metal pre-wash. And actually, big news, here's the Green Baron right here. And one of the heads that we're painting right now, that's for him. And so I started work, and this is the same model, obviously just a more busted up junker version. And I'll show you right here. This is what he's coming out. This is how he's coming out right here. He's way more beat up than the plane, so we're just really throwing some rust effects in on him. Really just going to town on this guy and making him look just beast mode. Love this guy. We're gonna paint we're gonna have two of these guys obviously on the table, and that's puppetswar.eu. These guys coming in fresh. Super disappointed that my tutorial support ticker is not working properly. That is kind of redundant, but we did have some support, and I do appreciate it, guys. It matters the world. I'm super glad that at least one element of this is working. Like I said, I never have technical difficulties. It always works the first time, all day, every day. And I do enjoy this Twitch stream. It is, though, a lot of working parts. And you guys make it fun for me, though. I want to see if I can shout you guys out a little bit more. And where are we at? Here we go. Okay. So last time we worked on this stuff, guys, I showed you how to pre-shade everything. You guys are gonna like this one right here when we get to it, because this one we completely washed this model. Every surface got washed. We use a gloss varnish, dropped a sick wash on it, and that's kind of step one to getting all these effects to make it look more beat up. And that's a huge difference from this one right here, which still has it's still beat up, but it's in much better condition. Obviously, in my mind, they salvaged one of those that crashed to make this one. These triplanes. Yo, Bloody Chaos, thanks, brother. I also feel really good about it. Oh, Axlin, I saw something like that. Another tutorial on YouTube. Yeah, I got a whole tutorial. We did freehand on these guys. We did everything on these guys. Like I said, the live stream is all about just chronicling. I guess that's the word. The Orks. So this guy's almost done here, drying, and we're about ready to highlight this guy's face, make him look like a true beast. Dirty Sheets Mesquite. When everything starts working together, this will be unstoppable. Oh my God, right? Who wants to be an unpaid intern and come here and help me? Ooh, the Alfred effect checking in. Alfie B, the IV. So happy to see you, brother. Get a little bit of this green out on the table. Got a nice little, disgusting paint water. Best I can do right now. It's going to change the color a little bit, but not too much. Orks can handle it. Alright, so this is the first time I'm going to try to do a little detail work on the stream. This is not going to be easy. Zoom in a little bit for you guys. There it is. Okay, we're going to just get some of this scorpion green from Vallejo out. And we're going to kind of just do some real easy highlighting. Like, this is not even difficult. Organic models are kind of easy to highlight. Move this light out of my face. And what we're going to do here on the lip, we'll start right here. You guys can see that? Start right here on the cheek. We're going to just trace these lines straight down. Same thing on his lip. Just kind of like make these artificial lines. You see that? It really... Make sure the light's not blowing this out for you. There it is. You see right here? Get this right. This is super hard to do detail painting while this far away from the camera. Right here. Trace the lip back up. Just let the glaze kind of show you where to put the highlights. Might be a little blurry. Let me zoom out. That's kind of my favorite part about wash and glazes, is all it really does is like do some quick blending for you, but also kind of gives you the template to follow when you get to the highlighting stage with your paintbrush. Chin right here. And the glaze is still a little wet, which is fine. Glaze will help you do some transitions. Same thing on the chin right here. We're going to just kind of walk it back up into the neckline. Like that. That's simple. Make sure everything looks fresh for you guys. Let's try it again. I'm going to come back in right here. I guess I like to call these like his upper lip wrinkles. Every orc has them. And just highlight those up. That simple. Get into his nose. His little orky pig nose, right there. Now that's pretty easy to do, you know, and that's not much different than this. And you see, we're a little bit more gangster on this one, and that's because we added a little yellow at the end. Real easy, and I'm gonna show you that real quick. Let's check out the Q&A real quick. Orks looking amazing. Dan 1789. Thanks, man. Yo, we should do a naming contest because I want to name my Deathcopter squad. I want to give it a sick orc, like, you know, gang name, like, but I want it to be hilarious. So come up with a good name for basically a bunch of airplane, you know, a little airplane squad of Deathcopters, a good gang name. Love to see what you guys come up with on that. Okay, let's get the Flash Gets Yellow out. This is one of the best yellows of all time. Impulse 0890. How do you learn to manage your time per mini? You said a while back that you charge hourly now instead of per mini and developed a new system of painting for that. It just kind of came with time. You know, like just, you know, I worked long enough and hard enough at this that like I kind of just learned that you're like, all right, if I charge this and I make this, and this is how many days it took, this is how many dollars per hour I made. Shit, that was only $9. That was less than $9 an hour, you know, or that was $6 an hour. Not charging enough. You know what I'm saying? So over time, I was able to just do a quick math and realized I was making poverty wages. That was not making me happy. Okay, we're taking some of this. Trying to get this Flash Gets Yellow to cooperate, but it's kind of sticking. Getting some of this yellow out, mix it in with the scorpion green a little bit, kind of brightening the green up a little bit. Getting gangster with it. There we go. Nice little mix. Now let's just do like a little smaller, more subtle highlight. And we're just going to kind of go over the same highlights we just did. I'm trying to get my point on my brush to be a little pointier. There we go. There it is. Nice little highlights. Coming out so fresh. Give them that subtle look. Nice highlights. Yeah, just real quick, I want to shout out a couple supporters. Got Jordan Farrell and Adrian Martin. You guys coming in fresh. Appreciate the support. Still apologize for taking so long to get my on-screen support tab to work. And I am a little embarrassed that my ticker is not working. But I will get that working here soon. At least I know what my problems are. So we're going to go onto the little chin right here. Just give it a little bit of a quick little yellow highlight. Go back to the orky pig nose. Just a little bit. That's simple, you know. And the reason I'm not painting his lower lip is because I like to paint those more pink than green. Let me zoom out and just bring him up to the camera for you so he's a little bit more, so he won't be as blurred out. So this is what we got going on. This might be a little easier for you to see, but we're just highlighting these little ridges right here. And we got a good looking face. Real subtle, like we're not getting real extreme with it, you know, but we're just keeping the natural colors there, letting them pop off. It's kind of similar to this right here. Here's the Ripper's face. You can see it's just that glaze, man. That glaze and a little bit of highlight, and you get a real natural skin color. And here's what I was talking about with those underlip. Like I like the gums in the bottom to be pink. That's how I like to paint my orcs right there. And let's take a look again at the Puppet's War face more close. You can see he has big old creases on the side of his face. We were able to go in there and draw those highlights in with this color that's already in our brush. We just came right in, highlight, highlight. That's simple. And the glaze settled into the crevasses, and it kind of gave us the paint by numbers formula to trace the highlights. That's my favorite part about glaze is it kind of takes the guesswork out for you. So now that we're done with that, we can work a little bit on the teeth. See if we can get that going. While I'm cleaning my brush off, I'll look at the Q&A. Gonna try that glaze right now for one of my blood crushers. Painted it up like Final Fantasy X's Behemoth King. That was Axlin. This sounds amazing, brother. David Mary says, nice look, Kenny. I appreciate it. Let me zoom in so you guys aren't just looking at a blurry screen. There we go. My boy Clay Cruz coming in says, what's the good process for painting a lot of models? Going to be picking up quite a few for a buddy, hopefully tomorrow. Also, a paint scheme I'm doing. I need to get quite a few paints. Assembly line, man. That's why I like. That's why you see I put things on tape. I lay things out. If you have one thing that's the same color, do them all with the airbrush at the same time. Like here's a good example. Yo, David A. Mary came in fresh with a sick donation, man. I appreciate that, my brother. Remember I showed you guys this at the beginning of the stream right here. Let me get them close for you guys, and I'll give you a good example of how to lay models out. So this guy right here, this yellow like that we did here, it's a very complex yellow that we built up to, and we have a tutorial right now up on Patreon about it, and it'll be on YouTube here later. But this is not done. What we're doing here is we're working to a tabletop standard, and then we'll paint them to that next level, that highlight. But while I was painting the yellow, which is the most annoying thing, I didn't just paint this guy. I painted this guy. I painted, and this is a technique not a technique I haven't showed you guys, but yet painted this guy, and I painted all of these guys right here. These guys are shiny because they're actually gloss coated right now, just for extra protection since they're all pewter. All the yellows were painted off same time. These two little tiger soldiers too. And simultaneously, I left things off that were going to be painted a different color. These guys have these huge backpack harnesses right here with all their sniper rifles and shit. So I left these off to paint a separate at a later time. That is like kind of what I mean by when I say assembly line. Get your grouping of guys out, paint them all at once, separate, complex elements from the model, which is why you see, this guy, his face isn't in there. Like where's his face? We're painting it right now. You know what I'm saying? Like that's simple, man. So that's where you always want to be assembly lining stuff. Let me clear off the workspace, guys, while I talk about the Q&A. Cromlech Ork heads. Now, these are all from the Puppets War. This is all Puppets War models that they sent in from the Ork Green Baron and the Ork the Plane. I will be working with Cromlech here soon. They also sent me some of their Def Copters, so I'll be doing some of those here soon. Dan1789 says Killer Bees. Oh my god, that's such a good Ork gang name for my Def Copters. That makes me so happy to hear. That's obviously in the mix now. Dirty Chicks McSkeets. Talking to Spikey Bits, sorry. A Martin 29045 says, do you also use glazes for human flesh, for skin tones? No, actually, I use wash for that. I use like sepia or flesh washes for those. Those are kind of my exception to the wash game. Make sure our Ork is looking good before I start painting his gums for you guys. One second, guys. Let me get this going. Oh, this is taking forever. Got it. Let's see if I can get this. Okay. Sorry, guys. Never have technical difficulties. All right. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to pull out a Privateer Press favorite for me. This Menoff white base. This is a clutch color right here. And we're going to start painting the teeth with this. Actually, that's kind of like the wrong order. Let me start over. This is an easier order. We're going to use this squid pink. This is a Vallejo game color. And we're going to paint his big old orky gums. Let's get zoomed in for you guys. All right. Obviously, ancient Chinese technique. Let's see if I can do this. I'll try to hold it close to the camera. Zoom out a little bit. Stay focused. And we'll see if I don't fuck it up. This is not easy. All right, there it is. Getting those orky gums. Yo. Super not easy. There he is. Not too bad. Get the other side. And this is kind of just how I always painted orcs. Not everyone paints their gums a different color. Some people just paint them green the same way. But I find it more interesting on their mouth for sure. Because they all have like the same ridiculous mouth. And right there, I'll just curve it back inside, you see? And also the gums all hang around the teeth. So this is why I said I was doing it the wrong order. Since we're basically going to have to paint all the gums that the teeth come out of too. Right here. There it is. Kind of a classic way to paint orcs. Been painting orcs like this probably for 10 years. Not the first time, not the last time. So got a nice little pink under gum right there. Let me do a quick spot inspection. Let's bring it up into that crease a little bit more. Make sure that gum underneath is good. There we go. Kind of just a simple technique, and we got to get in there and make sure all the teeth are encased in the gums too, so you got to make sure you get those. And we're going to use a wash on the gums once we get to that stage. How we looking on this face? I'll try to get in tight for you guys. There it is. So right now looking kind of weird as we're building up to where we want to be. Absinthe 624 is back. Super glad. Yo, the Bloody Chaos asked me if I play any Infinity. Yo, literally have never played a game of Infinity. I'd like to, since I'm painting so many Infinity models right now. Just haven't gotten there yet. you know. Let me check everything real quick. All right, next thing. Menoff white base. We're going to try to paint these teeth a little bit now. All right, this is going to be a true test of my steadiness. Getting in those teeth while holding it for you guys. Zoom in a little bit more. All right, see if we can do it. I'm going to rack it across those teeth. I'm not going to try to paint the teeth individually. I'm going to wash them all. So I'm just going across them. And the more accurate I am right now, the less I have to go back and clean it up. So try to be try to get it right the first time. It'll save you more time. Let's see if we can do it. We're getting there. Not quite though. You don't want to leave any green in those teeth, from the airbrush. All right, let me zoom out and just try to hold it closer. It's the only problem. When I do the studio game battle reports, or sorry, studio tutorials, I can kind of just do whatever with my hands and then just kind of edit around it. Yo, my boy Impulse just donated. Thank you, my brother. All right. Let's see if we can make it happen. Let's get these teeth. Let's get them. Almost. Big old fangs. So funny that there's like such a small part of the model. It takes so long to paint. His mouth. Not even his head. We're spending more time on his mouth than we did highlighting every other part of his face. Close. I'd probably be done by now if I was holding it in my lap. But you guys won't be able to see anything. Getting it. And don't worry about washing it all out like I'm doing, because we're going to use a wash to bring the definition back. See there? Like I'm getting all that bone color in his teeth. Let me get him up close for you guys, and then I'll fix that focus. See, we're going to drop a sepia wash in there, and it's going to redefine the teeth. And then we'll be able to highlight again. We're close. We're not done. But you guys get the idea, I hope. Let me zoom back in. All right. Let's take a look at the Q&A while I'm letting some of this dry. Or while I continue. We got another Mad Larkin and Cromlech Orchid. No, these are all from the Puppets War kit still. Oh, I guess I already answered that question. I see. Many Q&As have come in since I last scrolled down. Felix says Steel Rain for the name of my clan. Not bad. It's a good one. Let me see if I can see anything else in here. Absent says I need to play Infinity. No, you're not wrong, man. I gotta play it. All right. Just trying to wrap up these teeth. And once I wrap them up, I'll let it dry for a second while I jump in the Q&A again. Close. All right, that'll ride. So I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set that down, let it dry just enough to put the wash on. I'm actually gonna try to dry it by hand, gangster mode, getting real, shaking it like a Polaroid. Put this on display for you guys. Iron-headed Neo or Iwata. Guess that was someone else's question. Blood Barons. That's also a good name. Impulse 0890 with the Sick Tech. Hobby Lobby sells parts for the Iwata Eclipse. Yeah, you can get you can get your 40% coupon off the internet. Go walk right into Hobby Lobby. Get shit 40% off. It's so fucking good. I've bought many supplies from them that way. The next color we're going to use in the stream is going to be Sepia Wash. I'll show you guys here real quick while I'm still letting that dry a little bit. See if I can find it. It's called, I think it's Dark Sepia. There it is. It's a Vallejo wash. This is a good one right here. Nice dark, basically brown wash. Axlin says that the Hobby Lobby coupon is dumb. You can just download the app and have it every day. Sick. So basically, you can go in and get it out, get 40% off every day. I'm all about that. All right. We're probably not ready to wash. I'm just hoping we are. I'm going to try another ancient Chinese technique. I'm going to show you. Turning my airbrush back on. And I'm just going to blow air out of it on this little orky face. Trying to speed up the dry time for you guys. See what we can do here. Making me happy. Need to get that big jar wash on eBay. That's that secret text. Send me a link. Come on. Feel like this might be dry enough. Ancient techniques. Showing them all to you guys today. I'm not going to have anything left to show you guys after today. You guys will know all my secrets. Yep. Okay. Let's see if we can get these teeth to work. Let's get them focused in. I'm gonna try to come in tight. Let's get focused. There it is. Okay, this is what we got right here. All right. Let's not use that paintbrush. Let's find. This might work. All right. Let's grab some of this sepia wash right here, and you'll see how easy this is. Up. We still looking good? That easy. We just dropped it in there, got inside the cracks. That's going to dry up, and that's going to give us a baseline to work from when we highlight them back to pure white, to give you that totally awesome effect that you should always go for when painting teeth. Try to get the tips nice and white while keeping the sunken areas nice and dark. That's basically highlighting 101. And there it is. Gotta let that wash dry. It also gives you a nice little antique look, Gives you something to work with. Gives you a nice little border between the gums and the teeth right here. Helps create that definition. Wicking away some of this wash right here that's built up. Not bad. You can even let this wash be on the pink if you want. And that'll help bring out some of the details on the pink. Let's make sure we got it up here too. Right here. There it is. Nice little orc face. Got his teeth all done. Making me happy. Once that, like I said, once that dries, now I'll go back here to an example. Look at this guy's teeth right here. We came back in with white and we just highlighted them. That's simple. Real easy. And I'll show you this guy right here too real quick just to remind you. Same deal. Threw the wash in there, came back in with the white, and we just highlighted it up. That's simple. Doesn't take very much, man. You move real quick. Uh, Felix says, "Yo, dog, I've been smashing together yellow and orc ideas to make some sexy yellow iron jaw orcs, steel jaws." Felix, you better not be starting an orc army. I'm gonna be so fucking mad if you do. But if you do, we're gonna have to start a wall together, and we're gonna have to get sick war boss names. Um, I'm gonna name you War Boss Ghost Anus. Mad Larkin 00. What units in your orc army is your orc army focusing on? Bikes and deathcopters. Dirty Sheets Mesquiques. Call it Red Wings. Double meaning. Uh, Axlin says those teeth are real. Appreciate it, man. You know, put a little work into them. Came out good. How we doing over here? 35 minutes. All right, I got about 7 minutes left before I have to go back to work. Lame, but it's been super good. Let's bang out some Q&A, guys. I'm done painting. It's not going to be dry anyway. Let's put the Defcopter on display. There we go. And we'll put the Ripper here for you guys. Okay, let's do some Q&As. We got Axlin asks, paint a Maw Crusher for the love of dog. Nice. What makes a detail brush do you use? Actually, this is something people have been asking me that. So I've been showing you guys in my tutorials, like my next studio tutorials. This right here, this is like my favorite brush, bro. Just write all that information down right there. Do a Google search. You can find like Hawcraft online. You can get these shit cheap. Literally, this is like I painted the entire Panosha army that you guys saw with these brushes right here. How do you stop brushes from turning into frayed garbage? Uh, Brush soap. Can't just go online and buy brush soap, man. It helps you stay conditioned right here. Basically, a little bit of water. You basically clean your brush off in here, leave a little bit on the brush. It just conditions the bristles and keeps them strong for a lot longer. Felix, they're AOS, but I dropped in some Robbie B magnets so I could add some guns. Wall on 40k. Felix, you son of a bitch. Absent 624. Not talking to me. Axlin, yo, what the fuck is brush soap? Um, Go on Amazon and type in brush soap. You'll find it. It's just brush. It's basically paintbrush shampoo. That simple, bro. It'll change your life. It'll keep your brushes staying fresh for a lot longer. As a matter of fact, I do need to condition this brush real quick. So you see, I got it in here. I basically just kind of roll my brush around in there, kind of work up a little lather. Let me turn the light down so you guys can actually see it, and just kind of roll it around in there. And you'll see it'll clean the paint off as you go because it's good. And I'll just kind of work it into a nice little tip right here. Rinse it off of my cup. And it stays conditioned, dude, just like fucking hair on a head. All day, every day. Um, we got A. Martin. Don't know if this is something you would talk about in the stream, but in general terms, about how much would someone be looking at for a display level Gilliam? You mean money wise? Yo, psh, Primark. Are you talking 10 hours of painting, brother? Uh, Iron Headed, Spiky Bits. Spiky Bits asked me if global warming is a myth. It is. Um, if you guys don't know what that's from, you guys have to go onto YouTube, search Juggalo News, and watch everything that they've ever done with Juggalo News. It's literally the funny. I think it's like funnyordie.com did them. Uh, let's see. Axlin never would have thought of shampooing your damn brush. No, for real, dude. It's a game changer. Can't take all the credit for that. Matt Caspel, he's the one who turned me on to brush shampoo. Mad Larkin says you should run some DACA jets or Blaster jets. You know, I would. It's just that I'm not quite there in my Orc collection yet. I'm still trying to win. I still try to win a game or two with my Orcs. And so my Orc list is a distillation of what I believe to be some of the most point efficient units. And when you see it all work together, you're going to see that it's not. Like, people are going to underestimate it, but then they're going to lose missions left and right to the army. Uh, Ultramarine 37 says, these look good. Thanks, brother. Working hard on it. Hey, Martin, awesome. Thanks, bud. I'll be sending an email for commissioners soon. No worries, man. Iron headed. Shampoo takes care of hair. Brushes the hair. Go figure. For real. Spiky Bits. Rob. Talk about the cleaner you use on your insides. You mean on the insides of my brush or my airbrush? Yo, for real. Real quick. I guess it'll be the last piece of wisdom. A lot of people use the ultrasonic cleaners to keep the airbrushes clean. A lot of people use certain chemicals. Me and Rob have been kind of realizing that we don't think you should use ultrasonic cleaners. We think that they, over time, will strip some of the electroplating on the inside of the brush, of the airbrush. I use Vallejo airbrush cleaner. That's it. I have a whole video on airbrush maintenance on using this on YouTube. Check it out. It'll keep your airbrush operational way longer. I promise you. All right, one more. Excellent. What varnishes do you use? Ancient Chinese Tech right here. This is the best spray varnish in the game right here. This is Tester's Master Series or Model Masters Lusterless Flat. This is where you want to live at right here. And in the world of gloss coats, I run this through my airbrush. This is Vallejo gloss coat. Run this with a little bit of thinner. Get a good gloss going. You can come right back in with this right over it and wipe the gloss right out. It keeps your models super well protected. Uh, Best cleaner for the insides is bourbon. Yeah, no lie. Um, I don't know. At next level painting, it does strip it. You can tell a difference on my airbrush after cleaning once was so much. Yeah, I do think it does. Anyway, yo, I'm gonna close the stream out, man. I want to thank you guys, all my supporters, everyone who's donating. I'll try to get more of the algorithms functioning next week. We got one new thing this week. Couldn't get the support tab to work though. I'll try to have that. I have a meeting with my good friend Zebdo to try to work some of these things out. Maybe smooth out some of these moving parts. I do appreciate it. You guys, you guys have no idea how fun it is. I will have some time after my stream, Zeb. Let's talk. All right, people. Talk to you guys later.